Hello, I'm so excited you're here. Let's explore the brain science behind great HR leadership because look, I know some of you are thinking, oh, great, another soft skills talk dressed up in science words. No, buckle up. We're going somewhere different today. All right, someone once said this to me, right? I don't trust HR. And there are days I've said it to myself when I'm stressed and overwhelmed and running on empty. I don't trust my own judgment. I second guess my instincts. I react instead of respond. I don't know. Does this sound familiar? And that's a version of HR that erodes trust, not because we're bad at our jobs, because we're human, and humans under threat don't lead well. When I started in HR 35 years ago, there were about 15 million HR professionals worldwide. Today, we're seeing 70 to 100 million in one of the largest professional communities on the planet. And yet, the trust in HR hasn't kept pace. Why? Because we're building the profession without fully understanding the science behind it. And that changes today, starting with your brain. All right, 4 numbers, the business case. 70% of team engagement is driven by the immediate manager, their behavior, their brain. We are 11 times more likely to leave when psychological safety is low. We have 21% higher profitability in emotionally safe environments. That's a P&L line, not a feel good. 40% of HR leaders say culture is their top challenge, meaning that 40% of us aren't managing, we're not managing the thing we don't fully understand. This isn't soft science. This is ROI conversation that we're waiting to have in the boardroom. So today I'm going to talk about 4 modules, practical tools throughout, things that you can use on Monday. So let's go, right? Maybe even another one. First one's the threat brain. Next, the trust brain, the strategic brain, and my favorite, the HR brain, because what about you? When did anyone ask about you? So let's start with the threat brain. All right, here's something they don't teach in most leadership programs. When a human feels threatened, cognition shuts down. Not literally. Okay, the strategic creative brain goes offline, and your leaders are creating environments like that all the time, and they absolutely have no idea. All right, so I want you to meet your amygdala. All right, it's almond shaped, and it absolutely thinks that every ambiguous email is a lion. It doesn't know the difference between a genuine threat and a passive aggressive message at 4:58 p.m. on a Friday. So when it fires, 54% of decline happens in actual creative input, right? 26%, right? High absenteeism. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that myself, right? You can see the data there. It's really important. This is the business case that we're wanting to have. And this is why it's important to understand the threat brain, because end stream.